world now. Rise and grind and go get it. I'm your host, Mike Man, representing MBMG all day, every day. Back with another episode of RAPPERWEED TV. You know how he does it. Flame them if you got it. Biggest of the backwoods burning. Go ahead, press that subscribe button when it's loud lit. That loud circle for me, cause it's good, but I can't pass. Me 12 feet, 6 for the COVID, 6 for your pen ass blunt. Tap that notification button, we got a circle. Hey man, right into it. Situation happened the other night here in Dallas. And this is strictly for the purposes of me and mine, but it is for educational purposes. So those who choose to take it and use it and apply it, feel free. But no way am I a soothsayer or prophet or none of that shit. I'm just telling you from facts. Basically, altercation went down where a young man, and he had took custody of 2 kids, I guess, boy and the girl. Maybe they're his, maybe they're not, I don't know. All the information hasn't surfaced yet. I don't see anything as far as Dallas police saying anything about it, but matter of fact, we're gonna try to pull it up. But anyway, this should be a fucking teaching moment, especially mine, my kinfolk, my cousins, my sons, my nephews, all that. Teaching moment, man. When you find yourself with them damn red and blues, them cherries, whatever you want to call it, them berries behind you, high beams flashing, guns draw, all that. That is not the time to sit there and want to debate shit. That is not the time to sit there and want to cop a fucking attitude and be stubborn and sit there. That is not the motherfucking time to get mouthy, militant, and, all the other emotions that run. You know what I'm saying? Even with society like it is now, that is not the time to be doing that shit, because at that moment, your only 2 thoughts should be this: either getting your ass out of that situation right there, or getting your ass to the station to get this shit rectified. Now, I know a lot of times black folks getting jammed up in situations. They end up in, city jail, county jail, fucking penitentiary. But it's how you handle yourself at that given moment that makes sure you come alive. You come out alive, basically. You know what I'm saying? This is not the time. And then, basically, the situation took place where a reverend stepped in and other neighbors in a southeast Dallas apartment complex, looked like, or a housing area or whatever. That's not the point. The point is, if it wasn't for the neighbors and the reverend stepping in, this guy probably wouldn't be here. And to make the situation worse, it was 2 kids involved. 2 kids sitting in the car. That was not the time to be sitting there, whatever, reflecting on the moment or whatever, because if you had a disagreement with the mother of the kids, took off with the kids, she called the police, said kidnapping. Now's not the time to sit there and reflect when you got red lights in the back of you flashing, high beams in your eyes, and fucking guns drawn, when motherfuckers barking at you left and right, telling you this and that, and you don't know what to do. I understand, but you should be thinking about either getting your ass out in present, hands up where they can see your motherfucking ass visibly, and no sudden motherfucking moves. Don't say shit until you get the guns down, fucking lights out your eyes, and you can talk and, see what the fuck going on. Because I give that motherfuckers, have all kinds of emotions going through. I've been in plenty of situations where I got stopped by the police. I got stopped with weed. I got stopped with my guns. I got stopped with my guns and weed. I got stopped fucking for no fucking reason, like minor traffic shit. I've got stopped plenty of times. Each motherfucking time. And I'm gonna tell you, most of the times, a lot of the times were before Trayvon Martin, before a lot of, black men were coming up dead fucking with the police, basically, when they interact with them. So, this is before, and sometimes during. But either way, I'm sitting there, I'm shutting the fuck up because you have the right to remain silent. You should know that shit off the top. But like I say, anything you say will be held against you. No matter what the fuck, at that current situation and time and moment. Whatever you say and do will be held against you at that fucking moment. So if you sitting there acting aggressive, you sitting there talking back, you sitting there doing this and that, bro, that is not the fucking time for that. Seriously. Because, you get the motherfuckers behind you for one, whether it was your doing or not, whether you had something to do with them getting behind you or not. Your thoughts should be either getting out of that shit right then and there, or getting to the station, getting this shit rectified. Shit. If it's something you guilty of, something they gotta go look into, fuck it, go ahead, go to the station. Long as you can go to that motherfucker, it's a possibility you gonna walk out that motherfucker one day. Maybe not that minute or next hour or two or whatever, but you will walk out of that motherfucker. And that's the only thought you should be having. To walk out of this shit alive, unscathed, untouched, unfazed, and ain't gotta worry about this bullshit. Go ahead and get that motherfucking shit rectified. Take that fucking charge if it's a charge to be taken. Take that shit like a man or a woman or whatever, and get the fuck up out of there. Hey, you alive. But sitting there debating, wanting to procrastinate and take your time and bruh, that is not the fucking time for that shit. Plenty of times they done stopped me. The only one time I got out talking shit because I got out for work. Got stopped. I was driving a Lincoln Continental. That bitch had mirror tint. Motherfuckers stopped me because they said there was a robbery, and the motherfuckers was driving the same gold Lincoln Continental, but it didn't have the mirror tint. I'm wearing a Dallas County work badge where I just got off of fucking work, and I'm telling them I work at the courthouse. They stopped me in the driveway of my house and ordered me on the motherfucking ground. They got on my back and all that shit, yeah. Knee on the neck, all that shit. And when I got up, I got the fussing and cussing after they realized they had the wrong motherfucker. That's when you get that's when you can say your shit, when they realize, oh, hey, if it's a mistake made, alright, yo, you can bump your shit then. You have a right to. But, hey, if it's some shit, if it's a charge to be taken, go ahead, take that shit. You trying to get out of that shit unscathed. You trying to get out of this shit alive. You trying to come home either the next day or whenever. You trying to come home eventually. Like, motherfuckers think the fucking thought of jail and going to pay this fine and all the fuck that, bro. You trying to live. That's the shit that happens during life when you live it. But if you dealing with a motherfucking police that's trigger happy, like they seem to say they were at the scene, because my thing, they telling you, the pastor, they telling the neighbors, don't walk into the line of fire. That means guns already drawn, blazing, locked and loaded, uncocked, safety off, they ready to go. They telling you what, get out the line of fire? Like, what the fuck? But like I say, kudos to the neighbors and the pastor for being there, because if they wasn't there, this shit, Dallas would be on the news today, probably about the police shooting. But I don't know who the pastor was. This was on Smash the Topic. Shout out to Smash the Topic. He always getting, the lead on shit that's going down when it's first happening, because he's like one of those scene chasers where he always on the police scene when some shit go down. So shout out to Smash the Topic. Shout out to the pastor. Shout out to the neighbors for stepping in, saving his brother, and possibly the 2 kids from getting hurt or seeing some traumatic shit that possibly could have been damaging for the rest of their lives, or possibly losing their lives. So shout out to everybody that was, there to assist and get this shit de-escalated in a way where this man didn't have to get shot up or roughed up or anything in front of his kids and all that shit. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Go ahead and punch the subscribe button when it's now lit. Out circle for me because of COVID. Tap the notification button. We got a circle 8 because of YouTube and Facebook standards and shit. We didn't play the video because they'll flag me and shit. But y'all stay tuned for more episodes of RAPPERWEED TV and RAPPERWEED TV podcast. I'm your host, Mike Man, represent MBMG all day, every day. Y'all stay safe, stay sanitized, stay breezy, stay dangerous, stay the fuck out the way. That way, stay tuned. I'm coming back, chill.